So in 2023, I have attempted to have a sunnier disposition when it comes to the national media jabroni haircuts. Now, obviously, I'm failing, right? But we as humans, we fail all the time, right? We F up and we try and do better, etc. So try and do better. Even though I'm pretty sure today we did a video of all the national media jabroni haircuts picking against the Vikings and picking the Giants. Doesn't matter. But sometimes things just fall into your lap where you're just like, what in the absolute blue is going on, right? And Dan Orlovsky, ESPN, right? So he of the end zone should be 11 yards, the pride of UConn, former Lions quarterback, all that stuff, right? Right. So Dan Orlovsky has carved out a nice career for himself on ESPN, and we agree with some of his takes sometimes when they're accurate and fair and just, but he unleashed just an absolute turd burger that makes me wonder what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on? So, in fact, I feel like Orlovsky almost put together these rankings just to get clicks because it's all over ESPN. They're freaking out, mainly about the Dak ranking, but of course they are, right? But so Dan Orlovsky, who I don't think has ever been to the playoffs. So maybe that's why he's way off. NFL playoff starting quarterback ranking. So pretty simple, right? So you got 14 teams in the playoffs. You got 14 starting quarterbacks. Where do they rank? Like if you were picking a schoolyard team and you need a quarterback, what order would you select them? And I really have no problem with the top. Patrick Mahomes, probably going to be league MVP. Jumping Joe Burrow, Super Bowl last year, superstar. Josh Allen, absolute stud. Yes. Jalen Hurts. I mean, before he got injured, was probably in the MVP conversation. It's night and day when he's on and healthy with the Eagles offense and when he's not. And then we get into some questionable territory. We really do. Well, first off, how is Kirk Cousins the fourth worst quarterback in the playoffs? Kirk Cousins, who has the NFL record for most fourth quarter come from behind wins, game-winning drives, has a number of them this season. I was absolutely clutch when it matters most. I don't care that he threw a career-high number of interceptions. I don't care that his passing yards were whatever. I don't care about this or about that, even though Kirk was, I believe, fourth in the league in passing yards. I do not care at all. The Vikings won the division with multiple weeks to spare. The Vikings were 13-4, and Kirk Cousins played some of the best, most clutch football that we've ever seen. I will go out on a limb. Actually, it's not even a limb. It's just the full-on fat trunk of the tree. Kirk Cousins, best season of his career. Best season. But, of course, the national media is like, oh, Dan Orlovsky, well, I played quarterback in the league. Not very well, but, hey, obviously my opinion carries a lot more weight than others. Okay, sure. But it's just ingrained in the national media. Hey, this is what you do. ABC. This is policies and procedures. This is best practices. Hey, when we have a lull, hate on Kirk Cousins. Hate on the Vikings. Oh, Kirk Cousins is a goober who has dad jokes and sunburns easily. Yeah, let's make fun of him. All right, so the rest of this list. So Justin Herbert, who I love, I like a lot, but this is his first playoff game. Okay, sure. Well, whatever. Variable, sure. Lamar Jackson isn't even going to play. Where's... Oh, Tyler Huntley may be questionable too. Like, where's Anthony Brown on this list? What can Brown do for you? He probably would be ahead of Kirk Cousins still, like the Ravens' third-string quarterback. Tom Brady, this is a legacy pick. I understand that Tom Brady had a good game towards the end of the season, but do people realize that Tom Brady has been ass thank you throughout most of this year? No, seriously. And also, remember when Tom Brady had that comeback against the Saints and just like, oh, look at him, Tom Brady. Kirk Cousins has 8 of those this year. But no big deal. But, of course, he never gets the time of day. But sure, Tom Brady in a high-pressure situation, been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Yes, I get it. But Daniel effing Jones. Now, respect. Daniel Jones has played the best football of his career, mainly because he played like garbage through the first 3 years of his career. And, yes, Daniel Jones did play well against the Vikings the first time around on Christmas Eve. But you're telling me with a straight face that you're taking a team, just in a vacuum default team, for your quarterback, you're going to take Daniel Jones over Kirk Cousins the way that they played this year? No. Absolutely not. Trevor Lawrence, I know that everyone wants to jump on the hype train, but Trevor Lawrence is his first playoff game, and I mean Trevor Lawrence has been clutch. Like they showed us that he's never lost a game on a Saturday, whether it's Pee-wee, high school, college, whatever, or in the NFL. It's kind of amazing, man. But Trevor Lawrence, yeah, you're betting on the future, sure, but ahead of Kirk Cousins right now, like where they are in their respective careers. So if you have one of them for 4 games, you're picking Trevor Lawrence over Kirk Cousins? No. Mm-mm-mm. And then Geno. So I really love the Geno story, man, where redemption, people wrote him off. He didn't write back. But, I mean, Geno started off hot, but the back end of this season, he just was not good. Like, he highly variant, takes risks. No risk it, no biscuit. Fully understand that. But, I mean, Geno was one of the reasons why the Seahawks struggled down the stretch. Now, don't get me wrong. Like Geno has played well this year. Probably deserved to be in the Pro Bowl like he is. But you're taking him over Kirk. Really? And then you got Kirk over Dak. I have no problem with this, by the way. Dak Prescott is who the national media jabroni haircuts make Kirk Cousins out to be. Dak has a ridiculous contract. Dak shrivels up in big-time situations, and he pads the stats in garbage time. That's exactly what Dak Prescott is. And that's what the media wants you to think Kirk Cousins is. And at times during his career, and when he was playing on the double franchise tag in Washington, when he had his 3-year, $84 million fully guaranteed deal with the Vikings, I mean, 2018, 2019, sure. Like, you could say that Kirk Cousins was the problem. It's him high. He's the problem. It's him. But no, not anymore. And then you got Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy's a little bit low here. But I understand that a lot of it is scheme. A lot of it is Shanahan. And Brock Purdy is I mean, he's less than a game manager. Like, he's just there. But he's doing a good job, not making many mistakes, as you would expect from a rookie quarterback who was the last pick in the freaking draft, but he's looking good. They got Skylar Thompson. I mean, Skylar Thompson's got some dog in him. He makes some plays, but he makes some mistakes. I mean, he's a rookie quarterback. Well, what do you expect? So, I mean, the rest of this list, I understand it, but I would probably put Kirk 5. I have no problem with the top 4, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Hurts. Fully get that. I would put Kirk 5, but if you put him 7 behind Herbert and Brady, I would understand it. But the fact that he's so far behind Lamar, and Lamar's not going to play. And by the way, if Lamar does play, I mean, that knee is still going to be banged up, and his mobility is the best part of his game. So it's like, hey, we'll rely on pocket passer Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. Fantastic. You're absolutely not taking him. You're absolutely not taking Daniel Jones over Kirk Cousins. At this stage, I probably wouldn't take Trevor Lawrence over Kirk. Again, in this specific spot. If we're talking about the future, yes, I'll take Trevor Lawrence because obviously he's younger and obviously has a lot more football ahead of him than Kirk Cousins does. But if he in these 4 games, no. Same thing with Geno. It's just ridiculous. So I hope that Kirk internalizes this, frick around and find out, activated, and then just go from there, man. But, I mean, Dan Orlovsky, come on, man. Come on. Expand your mind like you want the end zones expanded. Get out of here. But your thoughts are thoughts. Dan Orlovsky sharts himself. Ranks Kirk Cousins as the 4th worst quarterback in the playoffs. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Most support the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.